Wait, let's get a quick thumbnail. Do you want to smile? Okay, guys, so I'm here with the legend Adam Brooks. How are you today?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing absolutely fine. So what do you say to all the people who will come in my comments and say, what are you doing in a right-wing extremist racist protest with people who literally want you out of the country?
Look, I've come here today for a bit of balance. I went to the left-wing protest and I was abused and threatened. They all got in my faces with their masks. They wouldn't answer any questions. So I'm here today to ask some people some questions as well. I've come here and, you know, I'm seeing people of all colours, of all creeds and religions, here venting their frustration of the way that the government is ruling this country. So again, you know, I have understanding on the left and I have sympathies with the struggles on the right. So I want to try and get the voices out there. Why are they angry? You know, what are these labels? You know, you're here today. Are you far right?
Well, I'm on the right.
You're on the right.
Because the right is always right.
Look, there's nothing racist in this. Is what I want to try and put out on the TV and on the radio. I speak about illegal immigration. Now, I've got friends that are black, that are of Asian descent. They're also very worried about who is coming into our country. There is nothing to do with the colour of their skin. We're just worried that unvetted, unverified men are being dumped into communities and we don't know who they are amongst our children. We've seen recently some heinous crimes emanating from these migrant hotels. So it is everyone's right if they want to show their anger and show that they're worried to protest. I mean, we don't try and stop the left protesting. I just wonder why they try and stop those on the right to do so as well.
And that's why I try to tell people the mass migration issue is not about racism, it's just about integration. I think the UK has been so successful in immigration. For example, the Windrush community, we did so well because we understood the importance of unity rather than diversity. Everyone's so obsessed with like this idea of diversity, not realizing it means nothing if there's no unity. Another question I wanted to ask you is that Tommy's been remanded. What's your thoughts on that?
I think Tommy knew he was going to be remanded. I think he expected it. I don't really know Tommy to be able to say what he thinks or whatever, but you know, there are many people here that support what Tommy does. Obviously, I've listened to the crowds chanting his name. There's many people here that are maybe not quite so far that way, but just want to show their face to say that they've been to a protest, that they're not happy with this government and the immigration problem that we've got. And this is the problem. We have a government that wants to label everyone far right, and everyone wants to label, you know, for being here today I might be called racist, even though I am here, like, I'm interviewing people to try and get some balance. But there will be people, when I upload any videos later, that will call me racist, and you know, that hurts me because I've got many black friends, many friends from the Asian community, and it couldn't be further from the truth. But we must stand up and say enough. You know, we need to know who's coming into this country.
And what do you say to the ethnic minorities who can see we're having a serious immigration issue but are scared to say something because they don't want to be labelled a coon or Uncle Tom or racist? What would you say to them?
Look, most of the hate and the online labelling comes, I see, from sort of middle-class, liberal, white men that seem to want to shout you down and say that you cannot say this, you know. And then you speak to people of colour, can I say that? People of colour. And they say, that's not how I feel. Why are they speaking for me? So look, it's easy for me to say, look, if you're against illegal immigration, stand up. But I'm not the person in that community that is going to take the flack. I'm not going to take the anger. So everyone's got to do what they have to do, and I just hope that, you know, the masses aren't out there from these communities thinking that people that just don't want illegal immigration are racist far right thugs, because that's not the case.
And last question, I've been getting a lot of people from my comments saying that I have to do a sit-down interview with you. Would you be down to do that?
Of course. It's a little bit crazy going up to Christmas. I've got the pub, obviously, and the media work and stuff, but let's get January out of the way, and I'm down for that.
We'll make it happen. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.